We are what? We're ranking the top 10 worst songs of 2018. Today, we are ranking the worst songs of 2018 according to Brian, because he listens to music more than me. I tried. I picked one song. Yeah, we'll figure out where his choice makes out on my list, and we'll see what ends up on my top 10. I will comment on his top 10. It was an interesting year, that's for sure. It was not as bad as last year. Yeah, not as bad as last year. Yeah, not as bad overall. All right, and I know this idea may sound like a certain other YouTuber's idea, and trust me, there will be definitely a lot of choices on his list that are on mine. Just for some context, we tried filming this video for 2017's worst songs last year, and I accidentally deleted it. Yeah. So, I mean, and it wasn't even that great of a video anyways. So. Yeah, it was a mixture. So without any further ado, I would like to give some dishonorable mentions to begin the list. Songs that almost were bad enough to make it, but weren't quite bad in my opinion. First, we have Chills' single, Sidelined. If you don't know who Chills is, he's the Burger King foot lettuce guy. Oh. And he has a song, and it's pretty much just cringy, emo, white boy rap. But it's not like the worst thing I've ever heard, so I mean, it's not on here. Next we have... Next meme. Next we have, our next dishonorable mention, I put Cardi B's I Like It. I know... Thank you. I know we'll get into the reasonings behind why you hate the song as much as you do, but... I just, it's always on, and I want to, die when I see it. Hear it. Yeah. I try to take into account just my first reactions, like my gut reactions to the songs. So my first time when I heard this song, I was just like, it's pretty bad, but I thought there was much worse. So it was a dishonorable mention for sure. I just got so annoyed by it because it was always on. Yeah, I can definitely see why. It's already starting to annoy me because I've heard it more than 5 times now. Next on the dishonorable mentions is Drake's In My Feelings, which is... also a very cringy track. Especially its use in YouTube Rewind 2018 kind of sealed the deal for me. I really don't like that one. Next is a song that a lot of people would expect to be on the list, but it's not. It's Dame Tu Cosita, which is that really cringy green alien dancing. Wait, Dame is Touch My. Yes. And what's Cosita? It's like Touch My Funny Place or something like that. It's disgusting. Yeah. But it's just essentially gross for the sake of being gross. That means it's small, so something small. I don't know. Biggie Smalls. It's bad, but it's a novelty track, so I mean, it automatically is going to be probably pretty bad. So I took it into account against songs that are actually trying to be good. Yeah. Next up is on the dishonorable mentions, From Ashes to New with Crazy, which is essentially a metalcore song that's really trying hard to be like, ooh, we're conscientious about your feelings and stuff like that, but it's just really cringy. Lil Pump and Kanye West's I Love It almost made my list. The Roblox Suits. Oh! Yeah. Hate that song. Tom McDonald's White Boy is a very hated song from this year, but I only heard it once, and I thought it was kind of bad, but, not as bad as other songs on here. And then, finally, last song on the dishonorable mentions is Weezer's Africa. I hate Weezer's cover of the song. Africa's a good song, though. Africa's a great song. That's why it can't be on there. Exactly. Yep. All right. Now, on to the top 10. Let's kick it off with number 10, Brian. Number 10 is a track by a very respected band, a band that I actually kind of like. It's Muse with Propaganda, also known as okay, so if you want to listen to the songs at home, do so with the mindset that you're probably going to hate all of them because copyright, we can't put it on. Yeah. We would play the song right now. Well, no, I'll play 2 seconds of it. Yeah. Okay, so this song... because, copyright. But, if we were in the European Union, then we couldn't put it in at all. Propaganda is built around a really terrible sample. and the chorus is really awful, and it's really spliced in like terribly into the song. The vocals are awful. The whole album is essentially awful, and it's probably one of the worst albums I've listened to this year. Not gonna go any more into that. Number 9 is a meme that is between us.
Yep.
It's Grandson with "Lamb to the slaughter, what you gonna do when there's blood in the water?" That you just killed anybody listening to this. No, Grandson's Blood in the Water. Blood. Oh, it's blood/water.
Yep.
We have to make
it. It's an NHL 19 or 18.
Yeah, it's whichever one came out this year.
Probably 19.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's like, first of all, the vocals are so he sounds so like whiny, and it's really terrible.
No, and then when the bass drop comes, it like pauses, and then it comes, and then it's like really bad,
and it's assaulting your ears. It's really terrible. It's not even like well built up either.
We listened to it at school, and there was a teacher in the room. If you bark, Newton, there's a teacher in the room, and then when he started playing music, there's like good music you listen to, you know. It's pretty great.
Yep. And also, I thought it was a Marshmello song at first because the cover, the album cover, has like a scarecrow with like a marshmallow looking face.
What the heck?
It's weird. But anyways, it's like final thoughts. It's like if Blood on the Dance Floor tried a dubstep song. So we'll leave it at that. Number 8, we have not Will Smith, not Jada Pinkett Smith, not Willow Smith, but Jaden Smith.
Yeah!
With Icon, which is essentially him bragging about how rich he is for 4 minutes.
Taller than me, longer than me, fatter than me,
skinnier
than me, weaker than me, stronger than me.
You know, that's from Never Say Never, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah, this song, the chorus is him talking about how much of an icon he is, and how, because people hate him, it shows that he's a legend.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Exactly. Jaden Smith's Icon is number 8. Not much more to be said other than stop being so gosh darn arrogant.
Yeah, grow up.
Moving on to number 7, where we have a respected musician stooping down to horrible levels with Paul McCartney's "Fuh You." And yes, it does sound like F you for a reason, because it's the whole catch of the song is let's have a double entendre where it sounds like he's saying "for you" and "F you" at the same time. And horrible 2000s production. His voice sounds terrible. No offense to Paul McCartney fans, but he does sound terrible. This guy was in the Beatles and he sounds this terrible. Like, really terrible, really bad.
Don't suck either.
Kind of. I've grown from my opinion that the Beatles are overrated, but
Hey, they have their own rock band game.
But anyways, "Fuh You" also has this really cringy part where he's like, "I just wanna fuck." Yeah! It was like this like horrible like arpeggio of notes over his voice, like raising higher and higher in the mix.
Was it like Black and MIDI?
Almost. It's you can't listen to it on headphones because it's the horrible 2000s production. And I'm sorry if I killed your ears. You've already done it once. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, and another horrible chorus at number 6 with by Imagine Dragons off their new terrible album. I can't even remember what it's called. It's some one-word title.
I heard the song once, and I was in a car. I was driving to get a Secret Santa gift, and it was like, oh, we're giving out tickets for the Ariana Grande and Imagine Dragons concert. They're probably gonna play this song because we're gonna play "Cool Out" by Imagine Dragons, and they started playing it, and then they got to the chorus. I turned it off.
It's so bad, and also there's a dubstep break in the middle of the song too.
Oh yeah,
terrible. I think it might be worse than Thunder, which was number 7 on my list of worst songs last year. And I think Imagine Dragons' new album has one decent song on it, and the rest is just awful. Natural's a decent song. I kind of dig that song, but the rest.
I am a natural.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I think
their songs are way too catchy. That's the issue.
Well, no, they're just built around the fact that they're catchy. There's nothing else to like about them besides that.
Oh.
So at number 5, we have what is probably the saddest song on the list. A song that I really did not want to put on here because it's a metal song, and I really like metal as a genre. And when a song is at number 5 on the list and it's a metal song, it has to be really, really terrible. And it's definitely the worst album I listened to all year. It's Godsmack with Say My Name, which has this hilarious breakdown in the middle of the song, which sounds straight out of 1997. I heard
Say my name, say my name.
No, it's not that song. That's actually better.
Somehow.
This one has this really hilarious breakdown where the lead singer goes, then we go down, 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 around, and then bang, bang, boogie, woogie, upside down. It's like for 4 minutes, it's just your average metal song, and then it goes into this terrible breakdown, and I wanted to die. I really wanted to die when I heard that, but not as much as the number 4 song on the list, which made me want to gouge my ears out and replace them with rusty screws. I'm talking about Maroon 5's horrible, most lame cover of 3 Little Birds I have ever heard in my entire life.
I wanted to listen to this. If you had to gouge your ears out.
It's not even like a horrible version of the song. It's the lamest, most lazy cover I've ever heard in my life. And for somebody who likes Bob Marley as much as me, when I heard this on the radio, I was like, what world are we living in right now that this has 380,000 likes on YouTube? There's nothing more to be said about it other than I just hate it so much. It sounds like a high school band, a band at like a high school dance covering the song. So
Pause. Nope.
With Girls Like You being their biggest hit this year, which got to number 1 over the summer, that almost made my list, but I hated this song more because I love the original so much.
Alright, Number 3!
Number 3, we have...
Venom! Made out of denim!
By Eminem, which is possibly, honestly, has some of the worst flow I've ever heard in a rap song. Eminem sounds as arthritic and tired as his 46-year-old self looks. His rapping is terrible. There's lines in this song that are really terrible and bad. I've said terrible a lot in this video. And
what?
and this song takes the cake. It's part of a movie that I watched by the same name.
For free. You paid for free. Shh. Someone sent it to him.
Yeah.
For free.
And the movie is almost as bad as the song, but not as bad, actually. The song is probably the worst part. And speaking of terrible soundtrack pieces, we move on to our next song, Ocean to Ocean by Pitbull from the Aquaman soundtrack. Oh no is right, because...
That's another Africa cover.
It's another Africa cover. It is. The chorus on this is literally verbatim the chorus from Africa. And it's Pitbull rapping with his woo and his Mr. Worldwide over the Africa instrumental. What does that have to do with Aquaman, first of all? What does that have to do with oceans? It's just to cash in on the success of the song on the internet, and it fails miserably. It's one of the most woo-worthy songs you've ever heard. You know what I mean when I say woo, right? W-E-W. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Yep. And
it's like when our 4th grade band at our school plays, and after they're done, we're like, woo.
Yeah.
Good job, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awkward clapping. Yeah, that kind of thing. Ocean to Ocean is terrible. I haven't seen Aquaman. I've heard it's okay, but
I bet you that song makes it worse, though.
Yes, I bet it is, because I know it's in the credits of the movie, and so is Venom. But Ocean to Ocean is worse because it's a really awful, lame cover that soils on Africa. And finally, at number 1,
a Country Roads cover
by 6ix9ine.
No.
I mean, because my number 1 choice is literally anything released by 6ix9ine this year. Name it, it's the worst song of the year.
What's a song by them?
You don't know who 6ix9ine is?
I know who they are. I just can't think of his song.
He's a solo artist.
Yeah, but like
artist. Okay, so basically,
what's a song by them? Him.
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah.
So just
give me
go to a baby, ask a baby to talk, and that'll be the title of the song. Gumo, Kiki, Bibi, Fifi. Every single song has the stupid same title where it sounds like a baby talking. He's charted the same song 15 times of him screaming the N-word over an aggressive hip-hop beat. Except for the one song where he kind of does a dance track, which is almost as bad as the other ones. And also, he has been arrested for racketeering charges. He has a felony, and there's a possibility that he may never release another song in his life because he's in prison at the moment. But he had 3 songs go to the top 10 in the past 2 months, so people honestly don't even care that he's a felon, which is bad.
Are you done?
I am done because 6ix9ine is the worst artist, in quotation marks, working today, and if you say otherwise, then I don't understand you. Why do people... Here's another thing that we could talk about in another video. Why do people actively like trashy music like that? Like, why do people think Mo Bamba is a great song?
Yeah, like, I won't even talk about it. Save it for the next video.
Well,
if we get 7 likes, 5 likes, we will make that video.
He's so aggressive about it.
Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell.
Make sure to listen to Venom and Ocean to Ocean and 6ix9ine, and if you don't listen to it, I will find you and I will kill you.
See you next week. Bye.